Nice to see you again. And so in the meantime, I finished up the swoops. Got all the colors in on those. I've done some shading behind the box areas here and here. They're coming forward in front of the swoops. And what I'm going to do is go and do a little bit of shading on the lighter side of the swoop so that you can actually see the edge better, and then start reshading the boxes that got some color so that they all pop out. So we're just going to take the burnt umber and go right underneath, kind of clean up the line a little bit as we're going. Blend. Which will give them enough dimension that they can pop out a little bit too in front of the things that are behind them. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to have it, even though it's oil paint, it can dry enough that it's not easily blendable, especially out in the sun because the studio's in the sun. So I take it a little piece at a time, blend, move on. In the shading, you don't really want to see the shading. You want to see the things that are popping out in front of the shading. So I like to make sure that those are nice and blended. Not to mention, it's a really good way to start cleaning up some of the haphazard lines that happen. One direction, come back the other direction on the shading. And it seems to give me a little bit more smooth, a little less line that's apparent. Make sure that my brush is as dry as can possibly be. This also gives me a little bit of direction when I come back and shade the boxes that have the color as to which edge is going to look best with the highlight and which edge is going to look best with the shade. I don't want to come in and shade this side of this box when this side needs it to let this pop out. These ones, because they have a good amount of white in that mixed color, have a really slick surface to them. And the lighter color shows, you have to be careful on the blending there, because that one will definitely show a brush stroke line. Then I can come into these boxes, redo a little bit of the shade on the sides. Which in some sense mutes the colors on top. But in another sense, because it's brown, it gives them a little bit of metallic feel to it. that's what I'm going to be doing for a little bit. I'll see you on the next stage. Love you, besties. Bye.